don't know what just happened. What's up, y'all? It's a good day to be alive. Feeling better for sure. I feel like I went to sleep kind of later. I ain't gonna really go to sleep till like 12:30 type, but it's still, I feel like, I guess my body just adjusted to the schedule. Last week was so ass. One, it was my first week, but it was just like them first like 3 days, bro. I just felt like a fucking zombie for like, holy shit. And I ain't saying I'm not tired. Like, I'm definitely tired. I'm probably gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it like toward the end of the day, cause I always do. But like after lunch, bro, I'll be like, holy shit. But I ain't gonna lie though, I'm finna just start bullshitting, cause I ain't gonna lie, like I really been like all the tickets. So in my job, basically at work, like you just like doing a lot of order fulfillment, some kind of troubleshooting, helping with people like phones and shit. But mainly just like ordering phones for like company employees and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, like I low-key been kind of doing hella like flying through them bitches, really, cause my ticket's been easy. But I'm really finna just start bullshitting, cause it's like this not like my full career, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't what I'm trying to be doing the rest of my life. So it's like I feel like it's like you don't want to be the nigga who's like too behind, but you want to be like slightly over the mark. And so I think they said it's like 25 a day. And I'm usually a little bit over that. So yeah, I'm not trying to fucking kill myself to, you know what I mean? Like I'm not finna do it, bro. So I'm just gonna look at it like this. Like I look at everything like, bro, you are exactly where you are, where you supposed to be, as long as you got the right intentions for a reason, you know what I mean? And so it's like, do I love being there? No. But even just me being there for a short time, I've seen like where it's kind of put my mind at and all of that. Like even, bro, I started working on the next album. Because I was there, like it gave me the next album idea, you know. And I ain't even really I'm not even gonna really like get into it, because I want to actually like finish the album. Not that I don't think I will, but it's like based on my past, when I get too like, when I be like, oh, the album has to be this, then that's when I start fucking up. But I do have a general theme and sound in mind, so I really would like to get back to like really being in that specific sound, because I feel like the last two albums, I don't want to say they were everywhere, but they kind of were everywhere. Like it was still cohesive, but it wasn't like one specific type of music, you know what I mean? So with this one, I want to try to be a little bit more disciplined. Really, too, be the fact that like most of the songs I already have that at least for right now that I want to put on them. You know, I might make some more shit later, whatever. But I already have the beats made and the demos are kind of already there. So I kind of just got to go back and fill everything in. And I just want to. It's more like a vibe project. Like I don't want to just say bullshit. Like I still want to say shit that's true to me. But I kind of want to get back to when I first started making music, I would just say anything. Like, the first thing that popped in my mind, I would just say it. Like, whether it was some funny shit, some serious shit, some just whatever, like, I would just say it. And so sometimes I go listen to my old music. And yes, it's like, is it like the most cohesive writing? No. But it's fun, though. Like, it just, you know, it's fun bars. You know what I mean? And so that's the kind of same thing I want to bring. It's just like, you know, one day I might be working on a song and I feel this, and then I come back the next day and I say this, and you know what I mean? Like, and I just really want to be present with life, because I feel like songs really write themselves, you know, one, if you don't overthink it, but two, but if you just be present, like with the song that I was, the song I'm working on right now, and I'm gonna try to not drift off, like finish a song and then go to the next one. It don't got to be perfect. If I want to go back and change something, I can, but don't, you know what I mean? That's what really helped me finish Sincerely Imperfect. So yeah, I'm like, just stick to one song at a time. But I'm sorry, my hair itching, bro. I got my fucking hair braided a couple days ago. But like literally last night, I was at my I call him my uncle, but it's really like he's not my blood uncle, but I just call him that. But I was in Unc crib, bro, and I was literally just like they had hella food from the night before, so I came and got more food. But I was just sitting at their table and I seen like a picture of him and my aunt, and I was like, and I just got up and I was like, I just looked at it, and then an idea popped in my head for like the chorus, because I don't know what to put for the chorus on there. I got like a pre-hook and all that, but I don't know if that's gonna be the actual chorus. But I'm just saying, like, that's an example of just me. I just want to be more present in life, because that's how I made Sincerely Imperfect. I was just really just being present in the moment, you know what I mean? And when you're able to do that, sometimes shit just comes to you. Like, is that the exact chorus I'm gonna use? I don't know. But that may, if it's not that one gonna lead me to the next. You know what I mean? And it's like, and also it's like, bro, like there's no rush. Like, it's generally no rush. I want to put it. I think this would probably be like mid next year. So I don't know. It could be early next year. I don't really know. It just kind of depends. It depends when I finish it, because I still want to. I don't know, bro. Me filming all the videos and shit, that was like so fun, bro. It was so fun. Cause all my other projects, I kind of looked at them as like a burden, because I couldn't do exactly what was in my head. But that's why Sincerely Imperfect, although yes, it has its flaws, but first of all, a lot of people really like that album. Like, a lot of people really, especially the older people, like, they really like Off the Floor. They love that shit. The doom, 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 they love that shit. But bro, I swear, it's something about the VQ engine, bro, that it's like, it's sometimes I feel like your shit finna explode. Like, I don't know, ain't no lights on, so whatever. But no, yeah, but so it's just like, be present. Just be present. That's what I learned. Like I said, this album is gonna be not like a compilation of everything, because I'm not trying to go back to like an old sound or whatever. Like, but it's gonna be more so it's gonna take all the things I've learned in the past, you know, from album 1 to now to Sincerely Imperfect, and it's just gonna be, okay, how can I make this amazing? I don't want to say necessarily better. I don't want to say where. I don't want to say nothing, but how can I make this more truthful to me? How can I make this a better experience for other people? You know, whether it's mixed, whatever. You know what I mean? And so it's like I said, it's a bunch of shit in Sincerely Imperfect that I learned, like I did in every album. But in Sincerely Imperfect, it's a lot of shit I learned that I was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna do that again. You know. But that's the point, bro. That's the point. Like, a lot of people can judge from the outside, but really, bro, I feel like, depending on what type of artist you are, because some artists don't even write that shit. Like, you know, they not producing, they not doing that, which is fine. But if you are an artist that does a lot of shit yourself and you super hands-on, bro, every project not only serves as a milestone and of whatever, but it also serves as, bro, I learned X, Y, Z, and now I'm gonna move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? And that's why I say, bro, just finish it. I feel like people spend so much time perfecting one thing that they and don't get me wrong, like, if you genuinely feel like something could be way better, then keep going. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you just got to be careful not to overly polish something. You know what I mean? Because yes, don't get me wrong, sometimes some songs do need more work than others, but sometimes it don't. Sometimes you can polish something so much that where you just kind of ruin the magic of it. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I feel like a lot of magic of songs is that it is imperfect. It is imperfect. You know what I mean? Like with this album, bro, it's like you can hear the imperfection. And I think, and it just really depends what it serves as. Don't just drop something that you know you can make better, that you have the power to make better, but you just say fuck it. I like, for me, for example, the purpose of Sincerely Imperfect was for me to get out of my fucking head. I was stuck inside my head, and I just felt like I just couldn't finish anything, bro. I couldn't finish anything. And so I said, I don't give a fuck if this shit is not perfect, if the mix isn't amazing. I said, I just want to finish it. That was my only goal. So you have to remember, you have to ask yourself, what am I actually trying to achieve? Because that's really your like North Star. You have to have a North Star and think about what you want to achieve, you know? And so for this next album, whenever it drops, I got an idea. It's an idea. I don't want to. It's not cemented. So I'm not even gonna really say. I'm not even gonna speak on that yet because it's not. It's just simply an idea. That's it. It could go left, right, up, down. Who knows? But it's the kind of music that, wow. And this is why I believe. This is why I say, bro, you are where you are for a fucking reason. Sometimes you just really have to. You just have to. I'm trying to find the right words. I want to be more careful with what I say because sometimes what I say sometimes sounds like I'm being ignorant. It's not. It's just like sometimes it sounds like I'm saying something different or insinuating something different, but I'm not. So I'm trying to think about what I say before I say it. But if you really just are present, as hard as that is sometimes, it's so fucking hard to be present sometimes. If you're present in the moment and really take it in, whether it's good or bad, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, that will lead you to the next moment. And for example, when I was at work and I was so fucking bored, and I was just listening to music, and I caught myself doing something that, like I said, if I wasn't really paying attention, I wouldn't even notice it. But I caught myself every song that was slow or whatever, even my own, because I was listening to my own music. Every song that was slow or sad, I skipped it. Why? Because I'm at work, I'm already bored, and I'm already like, I don't want to be here. So I'm like, why would I want to listen to? There she fucking little G, little white girl in the G. I'm already fucking sad because I'm here. Why the fuck would I want to listen to more sad music? And so it popped in my head. I said, you know what? Because I already wanted to make like a dance album, but it just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. And so I was like, bro, what if for the next album, all of the songs are just really upbeat? Now it can be sad lyrics and sad anything, but the core principle, the core purpose of the album is just to make you move. And so that's why I'm kind of like, bro, the lyrics don't have to be perfectly cohesive. Like, it could just be fun shit. But I just want to make motherfuckers move. Me included. Like, and that's the thing. And that's why I'm saying, like, in your projects, you have to find the purpose. Because, and the purpose could be anything. It could be simply you just want to have fun. You just want people to dance. You want people to feel sad. Whatever it is. You want to tell your story. Whatever it is, doesn't really matter. It just has to be true to how you feel. Because and like I said, this album is gonna be true because it's gonna be based off how I feel or felt. I don't know how long I'm gonna be at this job. I've been applying, we're gonna see. Like I said, it's up to God. But your projects have to be based off how you feel or felt, or maybe you want to tell somebody else's story, whatever. It's fantasy. It don't really matter what the purpose is. It just has to feel true to you. That's really that's the root of it, bro. And so that's my idea. I got the idea while I was at work last week. I started working on a song on Sunday. So let's see. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Will I do it in a week again? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? You know, I think it's just like, at this point, I made enough music where I know when a song is done. I know, like, don't get me wrong, you could tweak a song to perfection. But perfection does not mean But when you tweak something to perfection, you lose that magic. You lose the magic. I'm not saying don't make it. I'm not saying be sloppy with it, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean, bro? I say make it as good as you can, and that's really it. Especially, it's like, bro, when you doing everything, it's different if you got a mixing engineer, you know, you got a mastering engineer. Okay, it's no excuse for you to put out something sloppy. Like, it's no excuse. But when you doing everything yourself, nigga, you have to give yourself some slack. Like, that's the one thing I've learned, is that you got to give yourself slack, because other people not gonna give it to you. They don't give a fuck if it was 50 people, 2 people, 1 person making a song. They don't care. But you got to give it to yourself. And that's why I always be like, okay, I can listen to something and I'll be like, okay, well, all right. Like, okay, I'll be honest. Like, on God Watching Us, it's two songs that I think are still good, but it's parts in them that I'm just like, like, even now I still be like, should I go back and fix it? But I'm like, I kind of just want to leave it. It's like a time capsule, you know. I just kind of want to be like, just let it be. On God Watching, on Suelta, it's a part where I hit a note and it just didn't sound good. It just didn't sound good. And I don't know, it's in the chorus somewhere, but I forgot which part exactly. And then on God Watching Us, it's the part where I was like, yo, that part, I said, I got your heart is beating, we still move to the rhythm. That part, but it's like, it actually don't sound like that before I mastered it. But for some reason, after I mastered it, it just sounded like dog shit. So I don't know, but I've been debating, like, because I got the little thing where on DistroKid you could go in, which is absolutely the best tool that I've ever seen implemented anywhere. The little shit where you can replace the audio file and it'll like send to all, it'll replace everywhere. I got that and I've been thinking, like, should I just Melodyne that shit and just like fix it? Not redo the take, but just, I don't know. I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna just leave it, just because it's like, that was the whole point of it. It's just to be imperfect, you know? So it's like, for me to go back and fix it, it's just like, nigga, just move forward. And that's the thing. It's like, that's why I say, bro, take what you learn and move forward. Because it'd be so easy for motherfuckers to, like, just keep going back. And then you look up and you just never release anything, you know? Not saying quantity over quality, but you know what I mean. You got to have a balance, you know? So, yeah, just be present. Like for example, well, I was at my uncle's house and I seen this old ass synth. I low-key want to steal that bitch from him, but I ain't gonna do it, but I want to. And so, I just seen it sitting. I was like, yo. But it wasn't like one of the big synths. Like, it was one of them like small like table ones you just put on the table. And I seen it. It was like an old Casio, and I was like, hey, plug this up. And I just started playing it. And he heard me playing. I don't play the piano, but I can play by ear. Like, I know like all of the notes, because I'm a percussionist. I used to play like xylophone, the bells, you know, marimba, all of that shit. So I know what the notes said and all of that. And I can play by ear. Like, that's the one thing I'm really good at, is playing by ear. Cause that's how I learned how to play like the drums and shit. Cause my granddad, he would just part playing the guitar or something, and I would play the drums, and then I would just learn how to, you know what I'm saying? Just like that. But I can also read music. So, yeah, so he was just like, he heard me playing. He was like, you want to play something? I'm like, absolutely. I will never pass up the opportunity to play music, like, or to make music, to do whatever. I'll never pass it up, just because I just love it, bro. It's a love for it, you know? And so he had plugged up the drum set, and I was just fucking around with the drum set, which is he got like an electric one, which is really good, really nice drum set. But then he got on the drums, and then he gave me the bass guitar, and then we was playing the piano. I was playing the piano. I don't know what song he was playing, but Like me, I can't instantly, like I could. So what I do is I play all of the notes while the song is playing. I play every single note on the piano, not every single note, but from like, you know, from G all the way on the other side to, you know, G on the next octave. And then, okay, I could be like, okay, well, that's not in scale. Oh, this is in scale. That's in scale, right? And then I found the scale. I think it was like F sharp minor or some shit. It's like I don't know every scale. I know A minor because that's all white keys. C major, that's the same as A minor. F sharp minor, I know that one. I think I know G sharp minor. I know C sharp minor. You know, as a producer, if you don't know one key, every producer knows how to play C sharp minor and C minor. Cause it's like, that's like one, it's like, I don't know what it is about them two, but it's like one of the most common scales you will see as a producer. Like, I think those two might literally be the most common scales. At least as of right now, like, those two are the most common skills you'll see as a producer. What else maybe? I just think it's them two, honestly. Like, maybe you'll see a G sharp major. That's like maybe like third, fourth most common, but definitely C sharp and C minor. Like, every producer knows how to play that. B major, that's my favorite scale ever. B major is my favorite scale. I got a lot of B sets in B major. But I play B major in a way that it just don't sound like it's a major scale. Like, cause I can make it still sound like sad or whatever. But I love B major. That's like from my band kid days. B major was the scale I knew how to play like that. And so I don't know if it was just cause I just knew it so much or I just actually liked it so much. But I don't know. I just love. That's my favorite scale. I don't know. I would love playing the little arpeggios on B major. But anyway, that's besides the point. But yeah, me and him was just playing for an hour, bro. Like, I don't know how to play the piano for real. I don't know how to play the bass. Same shit. I just play by ear and then find a note and then I'd be like, okay, well, that's the good thing about the bass is that you actually really don't have to be good at playing the bass. All you have to do is find like 4 notes and then you could just keep playing those 4 notes. You know what I mean? And like the bass is like the rhythm, you know what I mean, and hold it. So you could just play doom, 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 and then like just switch it. That's literally it. But anyway, but yeah, we was playing after we was done. He said he wanted to do a band and shit. I'm not against it. I think that'd be kind of fun, you know. But for me, it's just fun like that. He said the same. He was like, bro, it's just fun for me at the end of the day. I was like, nigga, I feel the same way. Like, but he said something. He was like, man, he was like, man, you gave me so much nostalgia. Like, this is the first time I touched I'm sorry, I'll be patting my hair a lot. It just feels good. He was like, man, you gave me so much nostalgia. Like, this is the first time that I touched my drum set in 2 years. And I said, wow, bro. I said, wow. Like, I was like, bro, that's amazing. Like, bro, I was honored that I could give that, you know, bring that moment to him. And that's kind of the thing about me. It's like, bro, I love making music, but it was never only about me. Like, yes, don't get me wrong. It's sometimes when, it's sometimes when I'm so locked into the music, like, I really don't want nobody else around me, and I will just kind of like separate myself. Not because I don't love nobody, but because if you're a creative and an artist, you just kind of know, like, it's so easy for you to, when you feel like creating and you get the idea, it's so fucking easy for you to lose it. It's so, because it's happened to me so many times. Like I said, in the last year, I've scrapped 3 albums that I started creating this year in 2026. I scrapped 3 albums before Sincerely Imperfect because I got an idea, and whether, you know, life happens or I just got disinterested, I lost it. I lost that feeling to finish that album, you know. And so for that reason, it's like sometimes you do just have to protect because if you can't protect yourself, you can't help nobody else. It's just, you know what I mean? And so yes, if it comes to a point when I feel like, okay, I'm too distracted right now, or I know I'm locked in right now, but if I'm around these people, I'm gonna get distracted, and I'm going, you know what I mean? Right now, I don't feel like that, because right now I feel like this album is just gonna come as I keep just going through life. You know what I mean? But if I hit that moment again, because it was like with More Than a Moment. Like More Than a Moment, I was really locked in. Like I wasn't really going out. I wasn't talking to like motherfuckers or whatever. Like I really just was just like to myself. And look what came out of it. You know, I finished it. You know, which is still, I think, More Than a Moment as a concept album is like, I think it's great. I think it's great. Because it really does tell a story. Every one of my albums tell a story, but it's like a lot of people wouldn't even understand what that album is unless they really listen to it. You know, it's one of them albums that, God willingly, when, you know, everything goes up and people start listening, like, that's the album they gonna go to, and they're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, because it's really a message in there. But yeah, but regardless, he said that, and I was just like, wow, bro. That shows you that, to me, music isn't about the views, it's not the fame, it's not the money, it's not the hoes, it's not the it's moments like that where it's no cameras out, you're not recording. Because I was gonna record it, but I was just like, no. Because honestly, if you ask me, I think the best moments happen when you're not recording. Because nobody worry about the angle, nobody worry about camera being, you know what I mean? You just let loose. And so I didn't record, and I'm glad I didn't. Because I think, I'll get into that after I say this, but for me to be able to bring that to him, it's just like, I don't know. That made me feel great. But that's what music is about, bro. It's not you being by yourself in your room and you on your laptop like this and you making a beat. It's the moments when music brings you with somebody else. Music was always meant to be collaborative. It was always meant to be played with somebody else, with other people, with a group, with your friend, with your best friend. It was always meant like that. And so the fact that I was able to bring that, that's what music is about, bro. Those are the moments that music is about. And obviously, don't get me wrong, everything else that comes with music, I love it, the good and the bad. But those are the actual moments that matter in music. You know what I mean? When I'm able to be, me and YB made Love No Me Cuelgues. Like, that song was so fucking fun to make. I just had so much fun making that. That's the moments that it's about, bro. That's the moments. And so I think it's so easy for us to lose that. But the fact I was able to bring it to him and even brought it back to me, bro. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time that, like, ever since I left band, or I shouldn't say left band, but graduated college, like, I haven't really played with nobody else. So it was just great. It was just great. And he said he wanted to do it again. I don't know when. I don't know if I'm gonna be sleepy or not after this, but after I get off work. But yeah. So yeah, that's the moments when I'm on stage, and then, you know, I'll be able to bring him out and just let him play, bro. Like, you know, like, that's just fulfilling somebody's dream, bro. You know he literally said, he was like, gang, like, he didn't say gang, but I guess I'm paraphrasing. But he was just like, he was just like, he was telling me, like, don't let life take away the moments that you can spend doing something you love. Basically, that's what he said. I just kind of butchered it, but basically saying that, like, because, you know, he went to the army and he started, you know, he started a family, he started working, blah, blah, blah. He didn't have the time to make music. You know what I mean? He didn't have it. He went to the military and then couldn't play for 2 years. And, you know, all of that. And so it's like, But for him to tell me that, it's just like, he not saying, oh, you 100% gonna make it, or you 100% gonna be. He just said, don't let life stop you from doing what you love, making time for what you love. And that's kind of like, I'm glad he said that, because that's what I was trying to tell my mom. I was just like, Mom, like, no matter what happens, I don't care if next year I had kids and now I gotta work full time. Well, I'm already working full time, but I gotta pay bills, whatever. Like, I could come from home from work, be dead fucking tired. And I'm okay. First of all, I'm not wishing that on me. Knock on wood, this did. But not wishing that on me. But I'm saying I'm always gonna make time for this shit because I just love it. I don't give a fuck if I have my motherfucking kid and my kid sitting on my lap and I'm just gonna be playing. I promise you. Because it's just love. You know what I mean, bro? It's nothing more, nothing less. And so, you just gotta be grateful. You just gotta be grateful that you can do it, you know? That's the thing. I think it's just so easy for us to forget. It's easy for us to look at what we don't have and what we can't do. And then we forget to look at what we can do and what we have been able to do and what we have access to and all of that, you know. Like I said, I'm blessed. I am beyond blessed to... Was my life perfect? Hell no. Did I have both parents in my life? Hell no. But why am I blessed? I was blessed. I am and was blessed enough to have at least one person that gave a fuck about me enough to make sure that I had everything I needed and wanted. One person, which is my mama, bro. One person that cared enough that genuinely gave a fuck about me to make sure I wasn't starving, you know, to make sure I just wasn't, you know what I mean? To make sure, and don't get me wrong, like I said, in that I made my own set of mistakes, that very well could have, like I said, thank God that it didn't, but that very well could have, I wouldn't have even been here, you know? But she did everything she could in her power to make sure I was straight, you know what I mean? And so for that, I'm forever grateful. Because a lot of things she went through personally that I won't ever have to go through because she already went through that and recognized, okay, I don't want that for my kids, you know what I mean? So and I already told her that. I was like, you know, everything you went through wasn't for no reason. Because we was talking and she was just like, I don't know why I went through the things I went through. And then later I was like, you had to. Because look, I probably, if you didn't, no, literally, if she didn't go through some of them things, I wouldn't even be alive right now. Like, I can say that confidently. And so it's just like, that's what I mean. Everything happens for a reason, bro. And sometimes, yes, you just literally cannot see it until hindsight. I don't give a fuck what I go through, bro. If in the moment, if I'm like, damn, I don't know why I went through that, but then I could look at my kid and my kid gonna be doing something even more amazing than what I do, and I could look at my kid and I say, you know what, bro, I don't know why Shay died. I don't know why Shay died. I don't know why I didn't go to jail. I don't know why I didn't die. And then my kid look at me and tell me, because of me, you have to have me. And I would just be like, yeah, you're right. Okay, fuck, you're right. I mean, like I said, and for that reason, it's like, damn, you can't even wish this shit was different, because it would be like, if you wish for something different, you wouldn't even have where you at right now, bro. You wouldn't. And so it's like, do I wish shit was different? Everything else could be the same, yes, but that's like asking to grow fucking wings and fly. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's just not, just won't happen. And so for that, you just gotta be grateful, because it's like I said, it's some things, and it's some things that just work, that are working, It's some things that seem like they working against you, but in reality, they actually working with you. Because those things that seem to be working against you gonna take you somewhere that you never could have went otherwise. You know? And so it's like, it's gonna be a moment where, you know, right now I'm questioning, even right now I'm like, bro, why the fuck am I at this job? Why the fuck am I driving 2 hours every day? Why am I? But it's gonna be a moment in the future when I look at my kids or wherever I'm at. Maybe I meet somebody that, you know, that we both able to change both our lives, you know. And I'm just like, oh, that's why. It's you gonna have that moment every time, especially when you chasing something. Like I said, I just got this vision that everything is just gonna be crazy. And so it's like, for example, when I was and I'll tell this story, but what the fuck was that merge, bro? I hate when people merge like that. But I got, like, when I went to Best Buy, I didn't know why the fuck I got that job. I was just applying this shit. I'm like, nigga, I just need a job. And I was like, and it felt like shit because, before I went to Best Buy, I was doing a bunch of IT shit. I was working in my school. I was working at, you know, internships, whatever. And so when I got that job, my first day felt so crazy because I was so used to, like, being in offices and all that. And now I'm at Best Buy doing retail and shit. So even, bro, my first day, I never even said this before, but my first day I had so much anxiety, bro, because I was just like, nigga, what am I doing with my life? Like, what is my life right now? And so, but look what came out of being there, bro. I met one of my brothers, bro. Like, it's people, I don't even talk to them every day, but like, they like my brothers, bro. Like Rico, I don't talk to Rico every day. I haven't seen Rico since like last year, I think. When was I in Mass? Was that last year? Yeah, that was last year. That was like last summer. I haven't seen Rico in like over a year, but that's still my brother, bro. Like, to this day, when he called me, I answer. YB, that's my brother. I don't talk to him every day. He might start working with me, but I'm gonna ask this Monday, but yeah, he might start working with me, but that's my brother, bro. Like, it's people that you meet along the way that, you know, y'all might just cross paths for a little bit. Noel, bro, I don't even talk to Noel every day, and me and him got our differences. Well, I mainly got my differences with him. I didn't do nothing to him to make him be indifferent about me, but he did some shit to me that I definitely, to this day, like, certain shit he do or say, I just won't trust it. But even Noel, bro, like, I'm thankful that I met him. And to this day, bro, if he genuinely called me and was like, bro, I need XYZ, I would be like, bro, I got you. You know, just because what he did for me. So, yeah. And so everything happens for a reason. I know I say this a lot, I will never stop saying that, bro. Everything literally happens for a reason. And I wouldn't change nothing for the world, bro. I wouldn't change it for the world. Do it suck sometimes? Fuck yes. It absolutely does, bro. To this day, I wish, bro, it pains me so much to see everything I've done, because I know that it couldn't have been done unless Shay died, bro. And Shay was my best fucking friend, bro. When I tell you, like, when you talk about a best friend, like, truly, I don't think I'll ever meet somebody like that again. Truly my best friend, bro. Me and that nigga would talk about everything, laugh together. We never cried together, but laugh, fucking, like, anything, bro. Like, I would just call that nigga, bro. I would just call him and we just talk, bro. We would do every single thing together, bro. Like, it was a point in college that we stopped talking as much, just because, you know, college is how college is, bro. But we still, like, you know what I mean, bro? We'd be on the game, whatever. Like, obviously, like I said, when we went to college, that's when we stopped talking as much. But even over the summer, like, we would still be, like, finding something to do, even if it was just bullshit. And so, yeah, bro, I miss that nigga every fucking day. And it pains me to know that, bro, it just wouldn't have happened. Like, it couldn't have happened, because he was one of them people that his judgment mattered so much to me that I knew he would have been making fun of me for making music. So I don't even think I would have took it seriously. I don't think I ever would have took it seriously enough for it to become this, because he would have been saying bullshit about me. He always did when I was doing YouTube, when I was doing photography, and then he ended up doing photography. Like, it was just Shay, bro. And I love that nigga to death, bro. Like, I never hold anything he said or did against. He said to me against him. Like, it was just how he was, bro. And I love that nigga to death. But I can't say that after seeing everything it went, I can't say that I would wish it would take it back, because two things, like, it's like this can't exist without that happening. You know what I mean? And I feel and see where this shit is gonna go. And so even still, I just can't say that I wish shit was different. Now, do I wish everything could be the same as it is right now and he would still be here? Hell yes, bro. Sometimes I just want to call that nigga, bro, or text him or send him. I see a meme that only me and him would have laughed at, like been crying laughing at, and I want to send it to him. And so yes, for that reason, yes, I wish he was here, but I know it just can't. Two things just couldn't have been true. Even when I die, it's gonna be something that happens after I die that couldn't have existed or couldn't have happened without my death, bro. It couldn't have. And so it's like, even me, I couldn't be like, oh, I wish I was still here. Like, gang, that would be like hypocritical of me to say that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, nigga. What are you doing, bro? Like niggas be driving so fucking like, look at this stupid ass nigga, bro. Like niggas be driving so fucking retarded, gang. So yeah, if I had to say one thing, bro, just be grateful. Just be grateful. For everything. And if you don't, don't get me wrong, I know, especially right now, bro, everything is so fucked up, especially the economy, all of that. But if you don't have nothing else to be grateful for, just be grateful you woke up today, bro, and you can breathe, and you got air in your lungs, and you can see, you got all your arms, you got, you know what I mean, like, you got two legs. Like, sometimes I look in the mirror, I'll be like, damn, I'm skinny as fuck. But then I'll be like, bro, I'm like, imagine somebody that has no arms or doesn't have any fucking limbs, and they will look at somebody like me and just be like, damn, I just wish. They don't give a fuck what the motherfucking arm look like. They just like, damn, I wish I had an arm. You know what I mean? And so it's for that reason that you just have to be grateful, because you can have what you already think you don't have, you can have way less. Way less. Really, you literally can have way less. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. Literally, my uncle, his name's Jerome. He was literally like, I was literally telling him, like, bro, like, this job, oh my god, it's so boring. Like, I hate this job. And he was like, and that nigga, like, he's worked a bunch of, he did like driving CTA bus. He was in the military. So if coming from anybody, him saying that is like valid. He was like, yeah, but at least you're not doing like no hard labor, like you're not doing construction and all of that. And I was like, you know what, bro, you damn right. if the worst part of my day is waking up and getting on and sitting on my ass all day and being on the computer, like, that's a lot of people's dream job. Like, no bullshit. It's some people doing the craziest job possible, bro. Like, it's some niggas that it was a movie I watched. It was based on a true story, so this is actually true. Cause I've seen actual like videos of people doing this like in real life, but I forgot the name of it. It was like Lion something, I don't know, but it was like in India, and the nigga actual like mom was a they were like, they had like, you know, in India, like they got like them big ass trash mountains, and what they mom would do is literally just go through all of the trash and find like plastic bottles and like shit they can recycle and sell it. And so it's like, it's shit like that you have to be aware of, bro, when you say, oh, I hate my job or all of this. Because don't get me wrong, like, you have, despite where some people are, that don't mean you don't have the right to feel like, it don't even mean you don't have the right to complain. But while you complaining, you just have to be aware that, because like for me, it's like, I know that this isn't my final place. I know it's more for me. I know I don't enjoy this job. I know I don't love this job. I know I really despise this job. But and for that, just because somebody else is less fortunate, that don't mean I have to fake like I love it. But that just means, bro, maybe just be a little bit more grateful. You can still say you hate it, you know, but just be a little bit more grateful that you are where you are and you're not where somebody else that's less fortunate is. That's all I'm saying. Literally, when I went to Mexico, this is before I spoke Spanish, so like I wasn't talking to the lady myself, but Shina had told me, and the lady that worked at the hotel, the house cleaning, I guess she had asked her like, how much money do she make? And literally, I think they said the woman said that she made $20 a day, which actually, in hindsight, that's not a bunch of money, but it's not that bad, because there's some places that people make that much a week, and there's some places that people make that much a year. Believe it or not, in North Korea, I think they said niggas literally only make like $20 a year. That's how poor that country is. But whatever. But so even for that lady, like, it could be way worse. I'm not saying she not poor. I'm not saying I don't know what she got going on. I pray for her. But yeah. Even like, for example, bro, when we left and all this shit we didn't use, like, we just left it for them, like lotion, whatever, like all this shit we weren't gonna bring back or we didn't necessarily need, we just left it for them. And so it's like, that's what I mean. It's like, nigga, I make $20 an hour, and to me, that's still not a lot of money. You know, obviously you factor in economy differences and all of this, like, you know, whatever. But to me, $20 ain't a lot of money, nigga. I want more money. You know what I mean? But the fact that somebody makes what I'm making an hour a day, despite economy differences, we aware of that. But I'm saying it could always be worse, bro. You just have to be aware, bro. What I'm making an hour, even when I was at Best Buy, I'm like, bro, I'm making more money. At my 4-hour shift at Best Buy, I'm making $16.75. That's how much I made there. I'm making more money here than some people are making a day. Genuinely. I'm making more money in my job right now than some lady in Mexico that's cleaning hotels. She probably still cleaning hotels. Unfortunately, I don't wish that on her, but that's just the reality of how shit is there. Like, it's not a lot of opportunities to move up. You know how it is here. But some lady in Mexico that's cleaning hotels is making the same amount of money a day that I am an hour. Now, I'm not saying I'm still don't got a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying after when it's all said and done, I gotta pay my bills. Like, my account gonna be, you know what I mean? But it's some. I got about 5,000. I got a little over 5,000 saved up. Well, no, actually, technically, I got about 7,000 including because museum music bank account. But I don't even like to look at that money. I don't like to look at that money. But in total, I got about $7,000 cash money that I can spend right now. That lady would look at my account and probably drop. If that money went all to her, that lady would probably drop down to the fucking floor on her knees and start crying, saying gracias a Dios, because that money would literally change the whole trajectory of that lady life. If she only make $20 a day, think about what she's probably spending a month. Because if she only got $20 to spend a day, $20 times 365, let's see if I can do that math. Well, so let's say 365 times 10, you would be 3,650. So if you doubled that, I don't know if that would work mathematically, but I think it would, because you just times them by 2. If you doubled that, you would be at 3,650. You would literally be around 7,000. You would literally be around $7,000. So you see what I mean? Like, niggas just be driving however the fuck they want. And you know it's crazy, like, if I really want to be petty, I would just let them hit my shit and just, file an insurance claim. But, nigga, I don't even feel like going through that shit, I'll give me a motherfucking Q70, bitch. But, yeah, if I did my math right, she makes a little bit over what I have saved right now. So if I gave her all of that money, bro, all of the money she makes in a year, think about how much that would change her life, bro. And so it's just like, it's crazy. It's just crazy to think about. And like I said, for that, bro, I thank God every day. I still, don't get me wrong, I ask for more because I know I can do more. And the more I have, the more I can help people. Like I said, bro, I'm one of them niggas, like, bro, if I was because I want to travel a lot. And don't get me wrong, you can't give to everybody. Like, if I genuinely could, I would. You can't give shit to everybody. But if it was a lady like that and I'm talking to her and she told me she make $20 an hour, I'm gonna be like, bro, I mean $20 a day, I'm gonna give her 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 10. Bitch, if I got real money, I might give her 5,000. You know what I mean? Just because it's like something that's not shit to me, to somebody else might make the whole difference. Might save their motherfucking life. They kids might not have nothing to eat that day, and I can feed their kid, bro. You know what I mean? Nigga, even if I travel right now and I only have, and I got that, let's say 7,000. I got the same amount I got right now. It's a lady tell me she make $20, bro. I'm gonna throw her ass. Well, maybe not 100. Well, maybe not 100, but 50, 20. If I could get her 20, if I could just get her $40, you know what I mean? That means today and tomorrow her kids don't gotta go hungry, or she don't gotta worry about. You know what I mean? It's just shit like that I genuinely want to do, not for nothing back. Cause you know what I mean? It's not for nothing back. What's she gonna give me back? But it's just the fact that I can wake up and be like, damn, you know what, bro? I maybe not for the rest of her life, but for today and tomorrow, her kids can eat. That's the basis of it. So, yeah. What else? But yeah, honestly, I think what I want to do and what I'm gonna try to do, and I'm gonna spend it. When I be at work, I just be posting a lot. Like, I've been recently doing like a lot of trial reels and shorts. Nothing crazy yet, but well, first of all, my Instagram page is just fried. Like, the engagement on there is fried. Like, every now and then I have a post to do good, but it used to be consistent. Like, my posts would do like decent. Like, I would at least get like 60, 70 likes, easily over 1,000 views. Now, barely cracking that. Like, might get 500, 600 on a good day, which is fine. Like, I don't really. I think it's like, bro, it's really just because, like, I know, like, bro, it's not real life. Like, social media is not real life. When you put the phone down, none of that shit matters. So it's like, I just try to be more present, And also it's like, how I look at it is like, bro, if you trapped in the middle of the ocean, you got your flag gun, you point that bitch up in the air, pull the trigger, you see that motherfucker light up. Nigga said nobody ever that's trapped in the middle of the fucking ocean did they say, oh my God, I hope everybody sees this flare. No, they say, oh, I hope somebody sees this. Not everybody. They say, I hope somebody sees this. So it's like, I'm not posting to go viral and all of this. I'm just posting for that one right person, whoever that is, to see it. Because honestly, in this climate, shit can blow up. But if you ask me, I would rather the right person that has the resources to take me further sees me before, rather than I just blow up. Rather than I just blow up and then what? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So that's why I post personally. Do I take Lick Street East, or I think I take West, ain't it? No, that's not the exit. I take West. I think. I don't know, we gonna see. If I'm late to work, I just don't give a fuck. Honestly, it's really cause even if I'm late, I still get paid for 8 hours. So it's like, cause it's no clock in or clock out. So it's like I could, even if I'm like 5 minutes late, they not really checking. So yeah, but yeah, so to make a long story short, I forgot what I was even about to say, but yeah. Oh, but no, I was gonna say my plan is, I don't know what I was saying before, but my plan is that take this job, because although this job is like bullshit, it's one of them jobs that actually look really good on your resume just because of the title. Like, my title is help desk support technician, when I'm really just, all I'm doing is ordering phones for motherfuckers, but it just look good on the resume. It look like you actually doing something. That's like 90% of jobs. Like, if you word your job right on your resume, you can literally be a fucking, you could literally be a goddamn toilet cleaner. But if you put toilet cleaner on your resume, you're not gonna get a job. But if you say lead sanitary technician, engineer, I don't know, if you say some shit like that, oh, okay, motherfuckers gonna look at it like, oh, okay, you did something when you really didn't. But yeah, that's really, I don't know, that's really it. But yeah, my plan is, I might end the video real quick just to, I try not to depend on GPS. I think I know where I'm going. I've been here a couple of times enough. I'm pretty good at, like, after I've gone somewhere like a couple of times, I can usually find my way around. I think I'll just go straight and then take a right somewhere. We gonna see. But yeah, so my plan is this: use this job really just to put on the resume. Obviously I need the money, but put on the resume, get another remote job, because technically I'm still working on my other internship, even though I really don't do nothing. But I didn't do nothing before, so but I just asked him, I was like, can I work 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. You know, can I work 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then, because I still wanted to keep that job, because I already knew I don't be doing nothing. So it's like, it's like me even still having this job, like, I'm not losing, you know what I mean? It's not like, it's just like, I can still do both, because I don't do nothing at the other one already. So it's like, okay, it don't make sense for me to just tell them like, oh no, I quit. Like, it don't make sense to do that, because that's an extra $500 I get every week, every bi-weekly. So, but yeah. So my plan is leverage both of these jobs I have on my resume, apply to, because I already worked remote before, and I think when you already work remote, it looks, it's definitely better on your resume, because it's more trust. Like, niggas know that when you work remote, like, you're not doing as much work, because you don't have to just sit on your ass all day. Like, if let's say, I don't know how the job, whatever job I get to work, but let's say, okay, they say today you got to do X, Y, Z. We're gonna assign you 25 tickets. Okay, now I know that if I finish these 25 tickets right now, if I finish these 25 tickets in the next 3 hours, okay, now I just save myself another 5 hours of work. You know what I mean? I could just do whatever. And honestly, nigga, I promise you, if I get a full-time remote job, I'm just gonna travel. I'm just gonna travel, bitch. I am going to travel. Like, I'm going to take that opportunity to travel. I will be in motherfucking Brazil clocking it. Niggas gonna look at my IP. They gonna be like, They gonna be like, where the fuck are you? Some jobs, they don't let you do that, though. Some jobs, you have to be in one place, like, you know what I mean? Like, camera on. Because I know some friends. I got a friend that, like, her job is like that. Like, she gotta have her background set up, all of that. Cause, I mean, but she an interpreter and shit. So her camera, like, she gotta be, you know what I mean? I don't know how to usually, but a lot of these IT jobs, like, it's not like that. You could kind of just be wherever. What time is it? Hold on.